Recording.
You're not gonna ask me what I'm doing.
What you doing?
So today marks the first day of the Tahoe teardown. Not we're tearing it down because it's blowing white smoke. So when that happens, normally when you're blowing white smoke, usually means that your gasket is blown or your fuel injector is stuck open. This being a 96, I don't know who been touching on it. I don't know who been under the hood. I'm gonna assume that it's all of that. I don't have the budget to even try to get it fixed, but I've watched enough to know how to take stuff apart. So we're just getting it ready for when we do come across it, and we can replace it and slap it back together piece by piece. But right now, we're doing a teardown because there's other things that's gonna need to be done. Like, it's gonna need spark plugs, it's gonna need new gaskets, it's gonna need new cables, radiator hoses, belts, pulleys. Hey, look, we walk around on the hotel, right? Yep, today marks the first day of the breakdown.
These are the tires. The tires.
Oh, don't get it twisted. It still do work. It still does burnouts. Don't get it twisted. You seen the rubber on them wheels? Okay. So here, don't know offhand predecessor to what these are called, but I know enough. If you don't know what something is, just try to keep it together. So basically what you want to do, whatever you don't know goes with what, you basically keep it together. Don't take it apart until you get some kind of knowledge of what it is. But today, hi baby girl, today our main goal is going to be trying to get this compressor off, which is this charger, which this is the only flaw about the Tahoe. I'm going to show you getting in here, baby. It's the only flaw about this Tahoe. When it comes to these manifolds and getting them off, I tried every little way. I looked it up. Supposedly the fuel rail, and then you have your geometry for the housing of the compressor. Basically, this overlaps over the manifold. So when it comes to changing any kind of gasket, this whole geometry has to come off first to even get to the manifold. The manifold. So, I mean, it sucks, but they fixed that problem on the newer ones. They only come around about to here. But I've typed it up. I looked up any kind of way I could figure it out. But, yeah. So, now that I got these bolted, this compressor unbolted, move that out the way. And try not to kink your lines. You want to sit there somewhere free. Nowhere where it's snagging. Okay. This is the bell housing. This is what I have to work on getting off. That's going to be a pleasure. I'm literally cutting chocolate. I don't know. You want to try today, right? All we can do is try with the tools we got at least. I don't have all the tools or all the knowledge, but everybody knows how to take shit apart, and I'm at that level now with this truck, so we're gonna take it apart. You know, these metric ones are really starting to work. I love that. Oh, that's it. Work. Did I? Did not. So with this Tahoe, it has been resprayed. Original motor, which is a 5.3 or a 5.7, not a 5.3. It's a 5.7, 350. Probably never been taken apart. I can guarantee that. There's a lot of things in here that's original. What I want to figure out is how is the world that we want to get that off? So yeah, next goal gonna be trying to get a compressor instead of my hands. A compressor and a I wonder why that is. I bet you ain't never. Did you even get a glimpse of my interior, baby? So this truck is original black, not the factory black. It has been resprayed, like I said. Black with red interior, barn doors. I feel like Tahoes don't get enough credit for how long they last. They're definitely indestructible vehicles. I'm gonna try to figure out getting this bell house. That is what I want that off. So I already changed this gasket over here. Very easy. You take the 3 pins out, and it's gonna give you your basically your access to all your geometry far-wise is your lifter rods, your lifters, your rods. It's gonna tell you what your engine looks like basically. This is the goal. This is stopping us. It's in the way, and unfortunately, it's a lot of bolts. Don't know if it'll get done today, but the main goal is to just start, I guess. I don't know. I feel like since we're doing the complete teardown, we should just tear the whole thing down realistically, right? Ain't no sense in tearing one thing down and just trying to get it, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's what we'll do. How about that? Alright. So, we're gonna basically tear down everything. This pops out of here. I do have the top part, but I run it like this because I feel like it starves the engine a lot when you add all of this geometry mix. And it really serves the purpose of keeping it afloat. And a lot of people like to take these out of there and put canned ends on there. it's not compatible with your truck, don't put it on there. But keep this on here, basically like this, just so it goes. Basically, we're gonna take all of this to play today. Okay. So next will be there's a housing for an air filter. If I had anything, I thought I had a screwdriver. Did I?
Mm-mm.
Let me see if I can do something. Yeah, while I'm doing that, you can probably get it. Look around in the inside. Give me 1 second. We're just gonna disconnect everything from the engine. What we can't take and keep together is what we'll keep apart, meaning electric components, anything like that that's connected. I don't know. I'm not keen on what goes where as far as it's electric. I would like to rewire the truck, but I'm gonna say that for somebody, not me per se. So, good way. I know nobody uses this shit anymore, but trying our best to keep everything original until we figure out how else we can get more knowledge of the truck. So this is pinned up there for
9%.
So let's keep that up there like that. Be careful on that grill because it will crack and split. Turn this down. That's what we take that out. Be careful. So let's do this next. Oh. Okay. That's not good. Let me see that. Okay. So you got some oil. So what I'm gonna do is take this one apart. See how far the oil got up there. That's very interesting. So these twist. But it's to the point you can't come on. Okay. So there's a bolt right here that holds these two together. We'll try to see what we can do by getting them bolts out of there. When you have kids, listen to me, all your horn dogs out there. When you have kids, this is what happens. All your tools, every single one, comes up missing. And that's just gonna be life. So if you under the hood first, you'll be able to keep your tools. But seeing as what I have ain't too bad. Right, Nana? What's the battery life looking at, my boy? We can't be Mr. Man on 32 talks about your battery about to run out and shit. Stay focused.
8.
Work on your own shit. Be under your own hood.
8.
What?
8.
There you go. See? It ain't always about what you got lined up. It's about the strategy. As long as you got a strategy, everything gonna be alright. See this? That's some bullshit. See what we gonna do this. Let's go over this way. I can have it open way. Some way. Okay. What's up? Ha ha ha. All right. There goes that. I didn't even need that. It's gonna stay together like that, but that's nice that I know that came together apart. Okay. Like I said, take the apart stuff, organize yourself accordingly. Organize yourself accordingly. I'm gonna put that back on there so that we know where that came from. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, looking at this right here is pretty disgusting. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup, blow off, and see what else we can get under there and capture. So, these are basically your accelerator lines. We don't want to fuck with that either. Anything geometry-wise, far-wise is the truck. We try to keep it the same. In case we put it back together, we have trouble trying to figure out what we messed up taking it apart. It's always the key thing. You don't know what it is, don't touch it. In case with this situation, I know enough to know that if we're blowing white smoke out the tailpipes, we either got open stuck injectors or we have a bad hit, either a bad valve gasket or a bad head gasket. Head gasket essentially is the centerfold of this over here. You got to take all of this off. Here's your valve cover gaskets. You know, roughly you can replace valve cover gaskets. You see white smoke, but that's your cheapest way of going off first with it. It keeps doing that. And what we did was we replaced this one to see if it was a little bit of difference, but nothing changed. So now we're gonna go into DEFCON 1 and change the other one to see if that helps the problem. I only got an oil change once. It's got 207,000 miles on it. But yeah. Back to it. We're gonna see what else we can take off, what else we can try to figure out. I don't want to do too much. without figuring out what else comes next. Look like we got a bunch of air lines. We can plug them and not running. This motherfucker's still hot though. Let's take this back. Keep that up there. So there's your serpentine belts. Get it out of here. There's that. That's spinner replaced. I don't have any cracks. So at one point that's when it's done. We're in it this long. We might as well pull it all off, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good. My son reminded me we had 5% on the battery. So with that being said, look like it's about to rain out. So next will be getting that impact done, getting this housing off, and seeing about messing with the. I redid that one. I fixed. Well, I ain't even gonna say I fixed. I basically replaced this one, but we're gonna replace it after the fact because I don't know if I did it right. So we're gonna replace this one, and we're gonna replace that valve cover gasket. And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna have to go in the depths of getting the head gasket off, and that means all of this geometry. But yeah, so far this is how far we gotten. Hopefully you guys tag along with us. It's gonna be a long journey before we get this sucker up and running again, but I says well worth it. Well worth it. First Tahoe, and plan on keeping it through. But comment, like, subscribe. Let me know anything that you guys want to inform me on. Any questions, any opinions. It's all invited. And y'all have a great day, man.